We're going to spend some time in this video looking at the structure, the directory structure of our application, where we're storing everything. And this will give you a bit of idea about the reuse of what we're building here. So as you can see, I've got a root directory here called Google, which at the moment there's nothing in here. So we're going to open up our text editor and we're going to start to create folders that we need here. Now we're obviously going to store things like the index file and the logout file inside of the root directory, but inside of here I want to create a new folder called app, and this is basically going to store details like the store information like the classes, the initialization file. Within the classes folder we're going to have things like DB and the authentication as well. So let's go and create a new folder inside of app and call this classes. So this is obviously where all the classes are going to be stored, DB and Google Auth. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to be injecting Google Auth with DB, so we're going to have some dependency injection here. So we're not going to be obviously be creating those yet. We're also going to later on see a vendor folder, and we're going to be looking at this in the next video. This is basically going to be Composer's Composer generates a vendor folder, and if you're not sure what Composer is, don't worry, we'll look at that in the next video. So we're going to be creating a composer.json file. What this is going to do is it's going to download all of our dependencies. Composer is basically a dependency manager for PHP, and what we'll do is we'll include vendor's autoload file inside of our init. So let's just take a brief look at how this is going to work. So inside of somewhere around here, we're going to have an index file. So let's create this now. So that's going to be index.php. Let's just save that. So we've got index.php inside of our root directory here. Now, what this is going to do is when we hit this, it's going to load an init.php inside of app. So let's create that now. So init is going to be responsible for loading in the classes that we need. Now the classes that we need are, first of all, we need a way to connect to our database. This is going to be very simple because the only functionality we need here is the ability to query. Let's just add some PHP tags onto these. Now, inside of our classes, we also need the Google Auth class. This is going to be responsible for checking logins and stuff like that. So this is going to be the meat of what we're doing, basically. So we'll save that as Google Auth. Okay, so inside of our root directory, we're also going to have a logout file. And that's going to be responsible for obviously logging us out. Now, this is everything we need apart from our Composer dependencies. We'll be looking at that in the next video. But basically, our index.php includes app init. Init includes these two as well as our Composer dependencies. And then from index.php, we can start to use the Google Auth functionality.